South Africa's Department of International Relations and Cooperation has summoned the Kenyan High Commissioner to South Africa, Jean Kamau, over a leaked internal memo to Kenyan government officials, cautioning them over a rising wave of crimes in the country. The internal security memo from the country's Foreign Affairs Ministry sent to top government officials has warned of increased cases of armed robberies, carjackings, theft, burglary, kidnapping, rape and muggings. The memo dated April the 24th this year does not, however, indicate if any Kenyans have been victims of the said crimes. South Africa's head of public diplomacy, Clayson Monyela, says a decision on the way forward will now be made after the meeting with the Kenyan High Commissioner. The leaked internal memo seen by the SABC and published by a section of local media in Kenya warns top Kenyan government officials against late-night travel and arrival in South Africa, indicating that late-night flights are easy targets. It also advises those traveling to the country to book hotels in well-established areas and avoid traveling in public means of transport, especially minibus taxis, which the memo says are a haven for theft and sexual harassment. Dr. Juma, in the memo copied to Kenya's head of the civil service, Joseph Kinyua, says despite several crime reports being made to the South African police, it appeared the police have been overwhelmed by the perpetrators. And both the Kenyan Foreign Affairs Ministry and the South African High Commission in Kenya have promised to issue a statement to the SABC concerning the memo later today. All right, let's welcome on the line our East African correspondent, Sarah Kimani, to get further details on this story. Very good afternoon to you, Sarah. Do give us the latest. What are officials saying in Kenya about the contents of this memo? Is there even any truth to any of the alleged incidents?
Well, indeed, the memo was written by the Kenya's principal secretary in charge of foreign affairs, but it was meant for internal consumption for High Commission officials, and it was, according to a person from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Kenya who spoke to me on condition of anonymity, said that it was not supposed to be published by the media, and it was only a cautionary note to members of staff. However, they were expected to give a statement, a comprehensive statement later today, but by the time of you reading that statement, we were still waiting for their statement. The South African High Commission here in Nairobi is also mum and has twice referred us to talk to Pretoria concerning that memo.
Right, and Sarah, do we know what time this meeting with the Kenyan High Commissioner and South Africa will take place, and what is to take place there exactly?
Well, the meeting was supposed to take place either later today or in the course of the week. Clayson Monyela, speaking to me earlier in the day, said that they would only give the way forward after they had discussions with officials from the Kenyan High Commission there in South Africa.
All right. And Sarah, how will these travel warnings now affect South Africa's relations with Kenya? Any effect there?
Well, the fear that is there is that the two countries have previously had diplomatic tips over visa issues between Kenya and South Africa. And so a lot of Kenyans here are worried that this may bring that back to fore. However, the Kenyan government insists through the ministry that had nothing to do with diplomatic issues, and it was meant to be a cautionary information that any government can give to its citizens.
Sarah, thank you so much. We'll definitely get in touch with you after that meeting with the South African High Commissioner and, of course, the relevant authorities, the international relations here in the country.